Hello everybody, I just want to give you a smart and small overview regarding your heroes and how to set them up. Let me change to my secondary account to give you a better overview for all the players we have free to play, because I think most of you are free to play. Let's have a look on our heroes here. So you can see we have here all our heroes, and it's also made like a ranking. So you see your strongest hero is every time on the first position, and then in that direction this is the strength of your heroes. On most of you, Molly every time would be the strongest heroes, only for all the players who buy, for example, Zinman here, or Natalia, or also Geronimo, will have another one on the first position, but 95% will have Molly here. So Molly is also every time our most important hero on the first position for everything we attack, because she will be the strongest. So let's come to the 5 most important heroes, because these 5 are that where you have to take care on. Molly is every time on the first position, as you can see here above. She is a Lancer and she is a combat hero. We have 3 types of heroes and 2 types for what the hero is, if he is for combat or if he is, for example, like Charlie, for growth. And we have again 3 types of heroes in the formation. So every time we have here a Lancer, we have here a Shield hero, infantry, and we have here marksman. And on every formation you can set, you every time have 3 heroes to set, and it will be every time also 1 Lancer, 1 marksman, and 1 Shield hero. You can switch the position of this 3, so you can set, like in Alliance Championship, Sergei on first position and Molly on the second. You also can set Bahiti as the marksman on the first position when you do a formation. So that's what's important to know. First is Lancer, marksman, Shield, infantry, and second is it a combat hero or is it, for example, a support hero for growth? Molly every time, especially to Molly to say, is very useful for each type of attack. You can use her in the first position and you have the biggest strength. Sergei is our most important Shield hero or tank. He is very, very important to have protection. So to say to Sergei, you can check. You go to your city and will set the following. You go to your barricade. That's when the enemies come and attack you. It's every time the barricade what gets an attack. Just a little moment. Here we go again. So we go on our barricade, city defense, and we have there 3 heroes, and it's very important that we set here on the first position our Sergei, because he will protect our city. On the second position we choose this one on the first position, automatically is displayed, And on the third position, we again choose the one on the first position displayed. Ready. Then you put on save. Yeah. Here is a marker. You can say garrisoned heroes cannot be deployed. That means that these 3 heroes are now set in the barricade. You can't use them for anything. You can't use them for polar terror or whatever. Yeah. This one you have only to set in a war, for example, but then you will not choose Molly and Bahiti in the second and third position because they are very strong. When you will attack it, they will miss. So in a war game, for example, you go on the garrison and remove them. Only important is that Sergei is on the first position, and then you can have the one child. Now we need one lancer, so you choose a low level lancer. Yeah, for example, we use Charlie in this. Oh, remove in the first position Sergei. Second position I have to tap on. Here we choose the lancer, we choose Charlie, and on the third position we need a marksman, so you need a lower marksman. Yeah, so Bahiti and Gina we will have for our fight, so let's take her. Save. Okay, and if there is a war or it's Crazy Joe, you put here the tab on. Yeah, so there you set the mark, but only on Crazy Joe or in a war. So on all other times you will do this out because otherwise you can't use them. Okay, so this is the important thing. Sergei on first position and the marker only set on Crazy Joe and in a war. Okay, let's go back to the heroes. That's what to say about Sergei. He's very, very important. Take care on him. He should be under the first 3 positions in your overview. Yeah. Then we have Bahiti. Bahiti is a very, very good hero for everything. He is very usual. You can use him for nearly everything. You never will do something wrong to use him. Yeah. Gina is a hero. You have to take a little bit attention of if you use her. Yeah, so Gina is for everything that we have inside our city. With inside our city, I mean, for example, the exploration. Yeah, on the exploration, our Gina is very, very important. Yeah, because she is doing with her gun space damage. That means when she fire her gun on the enemy here, for example, she will kill all soldiers behind because of the space damage she can do, like Molly is doing also. Yeah, so put her in the last line, and for this she is very important. Also important, she is for the arena. It's the same. Yeah, so if you are in the arena, you always should have Gina also in your formation. Yeah, because she is very strong in these 2 types of game. But outside our city in the wilderness, that means all what is here and you do here, she has not to be in the setup on first position. But there is a difference. For example, if you doing beast, it doesn't matter. If you're doing polar terror, for example, and you start a rally, you every time use your 3 strongest heroes. They are displayed automatically, and also your strongest troops, your strongest troop formation is displayed automatically. But when there is a rally open and you will join a rally, nobody has opened a rally at the moment, but no problem. Let's do again. So if you want to support an open rally, you don't take, well, sometimes there's a problem, just wait. Again, okay, let's simulate we want to support a Polar Terror rally. If you want to support a rally and you are not doing by auto join, you are doing manually, please never do Gina on the first position. Never do. Never do. Because with her gun she has a freezing buff. And most of you have Molly on first position of hero. So if you start a rally, your first hero will be already every time Molly. And if you support a rally and Gina is in the support on the first position, you will damage the buff of Molly from the starter. So don't take Gina on the first position if you join a rally. If you start a rally, she can be on the first position. That's fully okay. But don't use her to support a rally on first position. That's what is important with Gina. So let's get back to the heroes. And then we have Jessie. Jessie is very important for everything you can support. Yeah, so that means especially for rally support, like we do on a bear trap, she has to be on the first position. If we have a war or attack an facility, you do her in the support on the first position, because Jessie has the highest skills to increase the buff of the main hero from the starter, yeah, and therefore is very important. She have the expedition skill on minimum a level 3. So have a look on if she have expedition skill level 3. Otherwise you can upgrade with this type of book. Yeah, you get them for free almost. You get it as rewards from games. So if you have a possibility, set her up here on this position. This is the important every time on the heroes for support. Okay, so let's have a look. These are our 5 strongest heroes, and then we have some others. There is, for example, also the Patrick. Patrick is a combat hero that also is at the same moment a support hero, because he gives healthness to the formation. Yeah, so if we are in a facility and we have to protect, we take Sergei on left position all to have maximum defense power, but we can also switch some strong Patricks left inside. Yeah, so he will give some healing and healthness to the others when we get attacks. That's fully okay, but let this for the profi players. Yeah, so you use just Sergei if we have to defend something. And he is important on Crazy Joe, because when we get the attacks from Crazy Joe, there are 20 attack waves, and on the 10th and on the 20th wave our Tundra headquarter will be attacked by the Phaeton soldiers. And if we get these attacks, we have to use Patrick on the left side to put in our Tundra headquarter. I will show you. So if we get attack with wave 10th or 20, we go on our Tundra headquarter, go on garrison, dispatch troops, delete the formation, and then you will set Patrick on the first position. You see, he's a lancer. He is not even a tank like Sergei, but for the Crazy Joe event, he is important on the left side, not the Sergei. It's just for this game, Patrick on the left side. So yeah, so let's do again. Patrick left side, and automatically, and then we send this garrison to our headquarter on the 10th and the 20th wave of Crazy Joe. Yeah, very easy to do. But if you have your troops sending by Crazy Joe to other cities, like here and here and here, you have to save in your head where you have sent your Patrick. So after the 9th and 19th wave, you will take out your troop, for example here, where your Patrick is inside, and send it to the headquarter, and after the 10th wave you can take it back from the headquarter and send it again to a member. So let's recall him. Okay, fine. Now we go back to our overview, and now we have here some blue heroes. The blue heroes are important for our growth. They will support everything we collect. So every one of them has a responsibility. So Charlie, for example, is responsible for coal mining, yeah, and the Smith is responsible for iron mining. Cloris is responsible for meat, and Eugene is responsible for wood. So if you go, for example, on our world map and you want to collect something, so you need resources and you choose for meat, then you can search a meat mine, and if you go on gather, every time you see she's responsible for meat, she is automatically set on the first position, and your troops are automatically also set it. You have to do nothing, everything is right now. You can go to deploy. If you want to go for wood, for example, you will automatically have Eugene on the left side. Yeah, so it's every time everything we collect, one of these 4 heroes with his responsibility is set automatically. You have to do nothing. That's where they are for. But they are not, like Molly, combat heroes. Yeah, important. They are only support and growth heroes. Yeah, so don't use them to start a war. Don't set them on the first position. Add something other for everything we do inside our city. So for example, when we go again to exploration, you can use them here in the formation also. Yeah, you can take them in, but they will not be strong like your 5 strongest. So every time set up your 5 strongest. I will make a second video for the exploration and also for the arena, how to use the heroes in which setup they have to be. Yeah, so I will do another video for this. Okay. After the 4 heroes that supports our collecting activities, we have mostly our Yasser and our Seo Yun. These 2 heroes, Yasser and Seo Yun, are very, very important for our bear trap as support heroes on the left side. So support heroes, you can save in your head Jesse, Yasser, Seo Yun. These are the most important support heroes. Yasser and Seo Yun can be easily displayed like Valis Bokan or Ling Shu. So make sure that you not choose by a failure of yourself or have the wrong avatar in your head, that you choose the right ones. Yeah? Just a moment. So now I have to look for the word. Don't confuse them. Yeah? Confuse is the word I searched for in my head. you can confuse Yasser with Valis Bokan, and you can confuse Zheo Yun with Ling Shu. So it's very easy to remember. Yasser has the turban on his head. Yeah, Valis Bokan has not a turban. So remember Yasser, the one with turban, and with Zheo Yun to remember, she has the small lock above her face, and she hasn't the red sign. They updated now the design of the heroes to not confuse Ling Shu and Zheo Yun, and make on Ling Shu here in the middle a red sign between her eyes. Yeah, so when you see the red sign, don't use, and if you don't see a turban, also don't use. These two heroes, Valis Bokan and Ling Shu, doesn't matter for the whole game. Don't level anything on them. Yeah, it's not necessary. You need them for nothing. Let them on level 1. Don't give them skills, don't give them gears. Yeah, so only if you get the free the free fragments here, the named fragments with the hero, you can level them up, but only this. Yeah, with the free. Do not do any more on this too. It's not necessary. Okay, now next point to the heroes. Only our 5 strongest heroes, you see the level is written white, and the level is written white because I just give them the hero XP. That's very important. You can see I are on level 63 with my 5 strongest, and I can level up. So I will do on my Molly, I can one time level up to 64. So this hero XPs, just give to these 5 heroes, only your 5 strongest. Doesn't matter which heroes are your 5 strongest, but only the 5 strongest you have herein get hero XP. If you have given the hero XP, unfortunately, to one of these heroes, you can go to your drill camp, and you have here a tab with level resets. So if you have here more than 5 heroes, you can go on and reset all hero XP you will get back fully in your backpack. So activate if you have here more than 5 heroes to level them down to 0 or to 1. And then you give only balanced, that you have nearly the same level to these 5 heroes, these hero XP. Okay? All other heroes don't get hero XP because we take them into our drill camp. Yeah, so here you have the drill camp, and we have some slots, and on these slots, depending on your open level, you can put in your heroes. For the moment I have 9 slots, so for me it's very important to choose Patrick, Yasser, Zheo Yun. Then I have all the 4 collecting heroes, and then I have 2 more and no heroes to use, so I take in my Thin Man and also Natalia, but I don't have any free slots, so I don't take him or her. Yeah, and this is the first generation of heroes. In a couple of weeks we get a second generation of heroes, so here will be displayed some new heroes. So I don't, when I get the next slot here, I don't will take in Valis Bokan or Ling Shu because they have no usage for us. I will keep it free for the next heroes which will come. Okay, that's how we can do. On the drill camp you can also delete heroes. If you have taken in a wrong hero in drill camp like Valis Bokan or Ling Shu, you can tap on it and you can cancel them out. There will be a cooldown of 24 hours, and then you can take another hero inside, no worries. Yeah, so that's the important for leveling the heroes. And the next important for level up the heroes is the fragments you got. Yeah, so the fragments are the stars you can see here. You every time need 6 fragments to level 1 star fully up. And if we go on the fragments, you can see I have 32 fragments of Molly. From 40 I need for the next, but I have 11 free. Yeah, so I can take on my Molly because she is my only strong golden hero. Natalia and Cinnamon are very weak. On my secondary account, I could also level up the Cinnamon, but to bring him to really power, I have to invest money, and I don't do on this account. So I will level up my Molly and give her the unnamed fragments. Yeah, so I will switch them and take on redeem, and now I have enough to give her one fragment more in the star and increase her power around 29,000 points. So this is important, the fragments. And let's go on Sergei, have a look here. I have 37 fragments on. To get the 4th star full, I need 63, and I will give him the free unnamed fragments. I can also give it to these 3 fragments to Bahiti or to all purple Lila heroes. You have the same with these fragments on the blue heroes. So you can go here. I have 2. He needs 5. I don't have 5. I just have 2. You can have a look here. You can also check it if you know. On the 4th star we need every time 40 fragments to fulfill. Here I can fulfill. I will take 1. Now I have 40 and can level her up very fine. And same I can do here. I need some more. I don't have at the moment. And same as for Yasa and for Seo Yun. They have, with the unnamed fragments, the same like all this type of heroes with the purple design. Yeah, okay, that's what's important. Then we have the skills. With the skills, the exploration skills on the left side, these are the skills you can level with the book with the cross. You see, these are the exploration skills. The exploration skills are important for everything we do inside the city, arena and exploration. The expedition skills, this one, that's just with the V on the head. Yeah, these skills on the right side are important for everything we do in the wilderness, so outside the city. Yeah, so these skills will be more important for us in the game than this. Okay, that's where you have to take a little bit attention about. On Molly, for example, with the skills is not any problem, because all golden skill books you will got on exploration or expedition you give just to her. Yeah, but when you see, we need, for example, now for skills, if we want to level up expedition to 4, we have to upgrade first. Okay, we need around 50 books. Okay, and on Zinman he used the same type of books. Yeah, if we want go up there, we need a lower level of books. I think we need 30 books. So if you reached 30 golden books, it will display it on Zinman. You can level up the skills, but keep the skills inside your bag and use it for your strong heroes. Don't use skills for heroes in the last line. Use skills mostly for your strongest hero, for your strongest tank, and for the supporters. Yeah, so Molly, Sergei, and the supporters Jesse, Yasa, Seo Yun. Yeah, what first position hero, your strongest tank, and Jessie, Yasser, Seoyun. On these heroes, you give the most skill books you have. That's what is important. Don't lose your purple skill books, for example, on Valis Wokan or Ling Shu. Don't give them here any skills. Yeah, I unfortunately have done when I had 10. I have given here a level 2, so I lost 20 books on him. Unfortunately, it was a failure. I was too fast. Yeah. Okay, that's what important. If you have a red button here, for example, for the gears, you can equip automatically to the hero. So if you go on your back, you have your gears on, and I have one free gear here that's not given to anybody. It is for a marksman, a skill, and you will see on all marksmen, she is a marksman, she is a marksman, he is a marksman, she is a marksman, and Sinman is a marksman. I will have the red point because I have this one gear. But I don't give the gear now to her because I only give the gears to my 3 strongest heroes, and just them got these gears, and I will level up their size with all 3 gears I get. So this gear will be taken inside here to bring it on plus 32. But for the gears I will do a separately video because you have to know a lot. Okay. Right, that's what is important for the heroes. Now let's go and have a look to our troops. We have 3 troop facilities. One is for infantry, one is for the lancers, and one is for the marksmen, like on the heroes, 3 types. Yeah. So let's have a look on our infantry. I have infantry leveled up all small to my level 8 soldiers, and that's what is most important thing in your soldier facilities. If you have here some low troops, the most important thing is, I think you have all the level 7 troops at the moment, minimum. Yeah, bring them up to your highest level. So tap on it. If you have here the green arrow on troops, tap on it, go here on the yellow arrow and promote them or level them up to, you see now, from 4 to 8. Yeah, so will take 2 hours, but then I have only strong troops. This is very important for all your power on all events, everything what you will do on every fight, also in arena, on really everything. It's really important to have the strongest troops you have. And if you got new, like next I will get on camp 26, I will get the 9. I have to level up all them to 9. Yeah. So make sure you have here all on 0 and only displayed your strongest troops. So